of the 933. Experiment 933.
All right, we call it the experiment because I have absolutely no idea what is going to happen. None. We open up the phone lines for you. And by the way, jump on those phone lines a little bit quicker. You're stressing poor Super Dave out because he's got to get you, see what you want to talk about, write down your name, then get it to me. And by the time all the phone lines start hitting, it's all at the same time, and it's usually towards the end of this segment. So call early, call often, make Dave's life just a little bit easier. I mean, Dave, is your life a little difficult now that you got to work with me every day?
It's a lot more difficult working with you.
Thank you. Just wanted to make sure I pointed that out to everybody. All right. The number, 833-804-1140, 833-804-1140. Here's what I want to talk about, because this blew up on the show today. Allstate put out this survey of the best and worst drivers in the country. So their annual study based on accident rates. Brownville, Texas, best drivers in the country. Boston, Massachusetts, the worst. They released the results on their annual study, best and worst drivers, and Boston drivers are 189% more likely to be involved in a collision than the normal average. Rankings are based on the average number of years people go between accidents and the overall accident rate of the 200 biggest cities in America. Best cities to drive in: Brownsville, Texas; Fort Collins, Colorado; Boise, Idaho; Laredo, Texas; Cary, North Carolina; Madison, Wisconsin; McAllen, Texas; Colorado Springs, Colorado; Eugene, Oregon. The worst 5 cities to drive in are Boston, Washington, D.C., Baltimore, Maryland, Worcester, Mass., and my wife's hometown of Springfield, Mass. So I'm opening up the phone lines. I'm opening up the text lines. Are we good drivers or bad drivers in RVA? Central Virginia, how would you rate us? Are we some of the best drivers in the country, some of the worst drivers in the country? Overall, I don't think the traffic's as bad here as a lot of people would say. But I will tell you, I think the drivers are good. And again, I've lived everywhere from Florida to Arizona to Los Angeles to San Francisco, California. I think that our drivers are pretty good for the most part. But I think there are, you know what I think I would categorize the drivers in Virginia, and especially right here in Richmond. I think we have more dangerous drivers than other parts of the country. I think we have more dangerous drivers that put other people in peril. I get people, just taking off, going like a bat out of you-know-where. The people I hate are the ones that will come up on you, then whip around, cut you off, keep going to get to the stoplight 2 seconds before you do. And I just laugh that you weaved in and out of traffic. That's what I think we get. I see a lot of weavers, people weaving in and out of traffic, trying to get there sooner. And then by the time we all get to the stoplight, I'm still right behind you. You just put everybody in peril, driving like a maniac to get there one car length ahead of me. And I'm sitting there getting there at the same time you are. I think we have a lot of those. I think we have a lot of people that are inconsiderate drivers. And the one thing I will tell you here, that the on and off ramps, because these roadways are older, you have to really be careful, and you have to be really curious to get through these on and off ramps, especially when you have off ramps that have just a little ways to go, and then you got to jump back on the on ramp, off ramp to get on, or whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Really short little aprons for the on and off ramps. So you have to be courteous to get through. Again, how would you rate the driving here in Virginia? And if there's one problem that you see, what is it? 833-804-1140. 833-804-1140. We did not make the cut of the best or worst drivers in the country. So we're not in the top 5, but we're not certainly in the bottom 5. I guess that's good. So where would we rank, and where would you rank us as far as drivers here in our little neck of the woods? Like I said, I think there's a lot of people that are dangerous drivers. I think there are a lot of people that are dangerous drivers. here in the Commonwealth that just absolutely drive me crazy. So overall, I think we're not bad. But I think that we are full of towns and full of people that aren't very courteous. I think that's one of the things. I'm trying to see if we made the list at all of where we are as far as drivers go with the Commonwealth of Virginia. Did we make the list? Where are we? I don't think we're near the top. Let's scroll through this real quick. Where do we end up? Let's see if I just catch it real quick where we are. Again, it's the 933 experiment. We open up the phone lines, let you all talk. 833 804 1140. 833 804 1140. Again, some of the worst drivers are in DC, Maryland, Massachusetts, Providence, Rhode Island's towards the bottom. Los Angeles is 192 out of 200. Philadelphia, 191. Oakland is 90. Alexandria, saw that for Virginia Town. That's 189th, the 189th worst drivers in America. Let's see. What else can I see as far as out our way on this list? A lot of California. They drive awful. Arlington, 167th worst drivers in this survey. So that's Arlington, 167. Oh, here we are. Oh, we are towards the bottom. Richmond, Virginia. We rank 164. We rank 164th in our driving. Interesting. Where do we? So we're right near Arlington. Town's better than us in driving. And again, where do we? Okay, I got us right here. 164. Where are we compared to 2025 as far as bad drivers go? We fell 3 points. We fell 3 positions in how we drive compared to everybody else around the country. So is that fair? Are we that bad? You guys give me a call, 833-804-1140, 833-804-1140. Okay, so I got a whole bunch of people right now. That are just venting. Okay, I get annoyed when people don't observe the yield sign getting on the highway, says Penny. Dave, we talked about this. I drive more defensively. You drive way more offensively than I do.
Yeah, but I always yield at signs.
Rich, I agree. The most dangerous drivers here, no respect for other drivers, cut off speeding, disregard turn signals, and lane changes. Somebody else said the problem I see is women trying to drive SUVs that are too big for them. I did not say that. That is just a text message that is trying to get me into trouble. Okay, what else do I got? Rich. I'm doing voice to text, so it might get a little messed up, but here we're going. Compared to Maryland drivers, we're very good drivers, but the younger drivers did not learn the way that we older drivers do. They go everywhere fast. They never had to experience pumping the brake when you had to press the pedal and it goes to the floor. They take an awful big risk. Thanks for everything you do. Oh, that's interesting. Because power brakes, I just stop on like that. When you didn't have power brakes, you had to pump it a couple times to slow the car down, Dave.
I remember those days. And I also remember no power steering. That was like going to the gym.
Oh, yeah. It was a complete workout. Other people, I can't read some of these, folks. They're complaining about female drivers.
See, I don't see that. It's, there's plenty of terrible male drivers, just as many as female, I would think.
Okay. 164 out of 200. Is that fair? Is that a fair representation of Richmond?
I don't think we're that bad.
Well, okay. So here's something I have noticed. You know what's different in Virginia than it is in other parts of the country? Dave, tell me if you notice this. When there's an accident, for whatever reason, the tow trucks and the police leave that accident where it is and don't clear it off the roadway immediately.
Well, there might be some investigation or something going on.
So other places I've lived, as soon as there's an accident, it's like, hey, get off the side of the road, get over to the apron, get off to the side of the road. Don't impede traffic.
Well,
But
I think that you should do that if it's like a fender bender or something like that.
Right. No, that's what I'm talking about. A fender bender where you need a tow truck or something, or you're
Right.
standing there exchanging information. People will
Yeah,
do that right there in the middle instead of just getting off to the shoulder.
Yeah, then you should pull off onto
But
the side of the road.
did you notice that? Have you noticed that since you moved here?
I've seen a few. I've seen a few accidents, but they were, the car may not have been able to move because
Right.
it hit hit one of the barriers or something.
Well, I'm just talking fender benders.
I haven't seen that, no.
Because I see that's just something that's weird. Like I'll see tow truck drivers stand there talking to people, and they're like in the second lane of the interstate. Where out west and in Florida, they're like immediately get off to the shoulder, do not impede the rest of traffic, and you could just see them just standing there without a sense of urgency. Get off the side of the road as quick as you can.
No, I haven't seen that, but
Okay.
I've seen it. I've seen that same thing in a few other states too, though.
What upsets me the most is that drivers don't understand the left lane is a passing lane, not a travel lane. If you aren't actively passing somebody, move over to the right. That's Dave's thing.
Well, the right lane's moving so slow. I'm passing everybody when I'm driving in the left lane, so I am passing everybody.
Okay. Let's see. I believe that because we have become such more of a melting pot, people bring their country's driving habits here. Interesting. And it goes. I guess what it also goes back to, Dave, is just raw courtesy. How courteous are you? So, like yesterday, where was I driving? I was driving to Chesterfield yesterday, and I'm looking over, and the guy's my blind spot, so I'm trying to get over one lane over because the lane I was going to was going away. And there was a truck, it was in my blind spot, so I tried to speed up, he sped up, I slowed down, he's still in my blind spot, and I got my turn signal trying to get over, and he just will not give me an inch, and actually drove me onto the shoulder, and I had to cut back across the one white line because there was nowhere for me to go. Car behind me, I couldn't slow down. Cars next to me, I couldn't get over, and he just wasn't going to be courteous to either speed up or slow down to let me in, even though I had my turn signal on and I was ahead of him. But he was in my blind spot and kept just sitting right there on my back tire, not letting me get over.
Or if the car in front of you would have been driving faster, you could have sped up around him.
Yeah, or he could have done the pit maneuver and just spun me out as I was trying to get there.
I haven't had all the drivers I've encountered so far have actually been fairly nice. It's just that they drive slow.
Okay, somebody else said Virginians don't merge. They stop.
I have seen that.
So, what do you mean?
Where it's like they'll almost come to a complete stop. It's like they slow down getting on the highway. I go, it's the freeway. Get up to speed and get going, or else you're just holding up traffic.
You know what I noticed in Northern Virginia? People do not zipper in when lanes merge. Do you zipper in?
No, I get over as soon as I can.
No. Okay, so I'm in this lane, and to the right.
Yeah, you're supposed to wait till everybody merges at the same time.
But when you get to that point to merge, it's one car from this side, one car from that side, one car from this side, one car from that side. You go in like a zipper.
Right.
In Northern Virginia, nobody zippers. They just like, you can go kick rocks. I'm not letting you in. No?
I haven't seen that. I don't think I have.
Okay.
But I don't wait till I get to the head of the zipper to merge. You can get over.
But
if I get over, I get over as soon as I can.
But when you get to the zipper, that's where people will not let people zipper in. And that's what really slows everything down.
Okay. Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Okay. People, this is great now. Now I'm just getting all the complaints. I love this. Keep them coming. 833-804-1140. The problem I have with people climbing up my rear end when I'm trying to back into a parking space. Back to that whole thing. Super Dave and I talked about this quite a bit. People that back into parking spaces like Gary Hess
There's a lot of people here that back into parking spots.
You are menaces to society. Okay, this is a big one. Drivers smoking a blunt are the worst. When you could smell the weed or see the smoke coming out of the window, beware.
Well, you're not even supposed to be smoking a blunt while you're driving.
No, but you'll see that. Like,
well, you can smell it too.
Well, yeah, you pull up next to somebody on the pull up next to somebody on the street, and I look over, and all of a sudden I see him just take a big.
The car's filled up with smoke like Cheech and Chong.
And you can
he's hotboxing in there.
If my window's down, I can smell like, dude, seriously? Seriously, you're not supposed to smoke pot and drive at the same time. Study shows that people bring their emotions onto the road. I think that's
fair.
Oh, I think it's guaranteed.
Yeah.
Like I saw a cartoon once of a guy driving to work, and there was a kid that he almost hit because he rode his bicycle right behind him. And there was a woman who sped by and cut him off and ran a stop sign, almost hit him. And went through all the things you do in your daily life. And the guy was like, oh, he's just so upset. And then he retraced it back in his head somehow. Again, it's a cartoon. But he didn't realize the kid was in an abusive home and was just trying to get away from an abusive parent. That's why he rode his bicycle behind him and almost got hit. The woman who was who ran the stop sign and almost hit him was rushing to see her dying mother. So I think there's times where people bring their emotions onto the road with them, but none of the rest of us know. Like if you see that guy just taking off driving like a bat out of you-know-where, is he doing it because he's a jerk, or is there something really important he has to get to, like somebody's dying in the hospital? I try to give people the benefit of the doubt.
I don't take this the wrong way, but that was a cartoon?
Yeah. It was like
what kind of cartoons are you watching?
I saw it. No, not
it was like Bugs Bunny or something.
No, not a cartoon like a cartoon on TV. It was a cartoon I saw on social media once, and it kind of
like a meme.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Another issue is, folks, don't move out of the left lane to the vehicle on the right shoulder, which is state law.
Yeah. Don't what?
Another issue is, folks, don't move to the left lane due to the vehicle on the right shoulder, which is state law. I don't understand that.
Oh, if there's a car on the shoulder, you're not supposed to go in the right lane.
Oh, yeah,
give them room.
Give them room.
Yeah, that's a good law. I don't have any problem with that.
All right. So now we know we are in the lower half. We are below the break-even mark on our drivers in Virginia, in Richmond.
And I blame all those people in Northern Virginia.
I do too. Let's just blame
them.
They're in
the DC area, and DC's terrible.
Yeah, we'll just blame the DMV for all of that. All right, that's going to wrap up the program for today. Dave's like, shut up, we're done.
20 seconds.
All right, today's program brought to you in part by Freedom Services, training the biggest little gun store in town located in Mechanicsville. There's a reason we get up early every morning. For me, a couple things I believe in, a couple things I want to stand up for. Number one, it's my family. Number two is this great country. That's why we get up every morning to bring you News Radio WRVA's Richmond's Morning News. We'll talk to you tomorrow, 6 a.m.
Please stand for the national anthem of the United States of America.